Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. The idea of this video is to show you how to create coloring books like the ones that you are seeing on the screen right now. These books are of high quality and children love it. And the best of all is that if you want, you can even create a business out of selling these books. Like you're gonna see in this video, there are people making thousands of dollars selling them. The real question now is, can AI do it? Alright, first of all, I would like to show you the size of this opportunity and what can be done with it, okay? So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm here on the Amazon website and I came here to Google Web Store and I download this extension called Seller App. Once I download it, I installed on my Google Chrome. Now the extension is in here, and as you can see, for every product on Amazon, now I get this additional information here. So these are the sponsored products, the ones that people pay for them to be shown here. And this is a simple example of a book 101 crayon coloring. This book is priced at $9.99. And as you can see here, it has $39 to $49 of daily revenue. A good example that I would like to show here is this book here. This is a beautiful adult coloring book set of 2 books. The twist here is that you not only get the images, but you also get some profanity as well, some swearing in the book. But have a look at how much money these people are making, more than $1,000 per day. So as you can see, the coloring market is a market that has potential, especially if you come up with an idea, a unique idea like that. So the first thing that you have to do to create these books is to know the team that you want to work with, okay? Here in my case, after going on Amazon and having a look, I decide to create a coloring book about cute animals doing house chores. The idea of this book is that the kids will not only learn the name of the animals, but at the same time they will learn the value of house chores. So the first thing that you have to do, pick a team to your book, okay? If you want, come here, see what book is selling the most based on the daily revenue and work with the same team. Once you know your team, let's go to the second step. Now that we have the theme for our book, we need to come up with the prompts so that we can create the images. So in order for you to create the best prompts, I recommend that you answer these 3 questions. The first is, what categories of images do you want? Are they animals, vehicles, nature? This will depend on the theme that you chose. Second is age group. Are you creating this book for adults, teenagers, children? Third, number of images. How many images do you want to create? How many pages will your book have? So an example is, I am creating a kids coloring book. The book will be about cute animals doing everyday tasks such as a cute cat cleaning the dishes or a pup helping the laundry. This book will be for kids between 3 and 6 years old. The book will have 50 images. So you can see that in this is the context that I'm giving to ChatGPT. In this context, this short paragraph here, I answered all these questions. So the book is about animals, the age group is between 3 and 6, and the book will have 50 images, okay? Now, this is what I want ChatGPT to do for me, okay? Can you please create a text prompt, no more than 1 chapter? I always specify no more than 1 chapter because in my experience, when I overload an image generation tool, for example, with text, it gets confused and then the images are not the best. So I like to keep all my prompts no more than 1 chapter. So can you please create a text prompt no more than 1 chapter for me to create each image? Please make sure that all images are black and white coloring pages with clean, simple outlines and no color, because the idea here is that someone else will color the images, right? Please use your creativity to add as many cute animals doing everyday house chores as possible. And then all that I did was I copy and paste this in ChatGPT. And as you can see, the tool gave me 50 prompts that now all that I need to do is copy and paste them in an image generation tool to create the images that I want for our book. So let's do it right now. To do so, we can use a lot of different AI tools such as MidJourney, Leonardo, Kling, Hailu, so many more. However, to the purpose of this video, which is to create coloring books, The best one that I have found so far was this tool called coloringbook.ai, and the reason is you don't need to mess too much with prompts because the tool was specifically designed to create coloring books, okay? So as you can see here, you can turn any image into a coloring page, but you can also create your coloring pages based on a text, okay? This is what we are going to be doing now. We're going to come here, text to coloring page, and here you are going to be pasting your prompt. Now we're going to have to adjust a couple of settings here. The first one is going to be the model that you want to use. I am using the version 2, which is the better quality one, but sometimes can be a bit slower, okay? So this is the prompt. I am leaving on prompt enhancer here. This is something that I really like about this tool, is the fact that you already have the age groups here. So you don't need to specify in the prompt that this is a coloring book for adults, for example, okay? In here I can choose, and I am choosing here the ages between 2 and 5, which is the closest to what I want, which was 3 and 6, okay? The dimensions of the image, I am using landscape, and this is how many images I want to be generated at once, okay? I would say try to generate at least 2 at once, so that you have at least 2 to compare and pick the better one. I'm leaving this private because I don't want anyone else to see my images. I am turning on high quality printing because this enhances the quality of the image, and of course I'm removing the watermark. Once you do all of this, you can see that to generate 2 images based on these settings here, you're gonna spend 2 credits. I have 831 credits. So once you do it, all that you need to do is click on generate now. Now in less than a minute, 2 images were generated for us, and as you can see, I didn't like this one very much because the bunny has 2 brooms. I like this one here better. All that I need to do now is just come in here and download PNG. Now what we are going to be doing, we are going to be copying and pasting our prompts in here. So the 50 prompts that I have, I'm going to copy and paste here to generate 50 images. As you can see here, I've done all of that. So once you do everything, all that you need to do is make sure that you put all your images into a folder, okay? Because it becomes much easier to organize. Now I'm gonna show you the next step, which is to create the cover for the book. Before we move on, I just would like to show you how much it costs to use this tool, coloringbook.ai, okay? So as you can see here, I am in the professional plan. This plan is very useful to me because it allows me to create up to 1,000 coloring pages. And the most important thing is it gives me commercial use. So if I want to publish these books on Amazon, of course you need commercial use. This is the yearly plan. If you use it monthly, it will cost you $40 per month. Let's say that you are creating 50-page books. So this will last you around 20 books. So I just would like to show you the plans that they offer. So this is the monthly plan and this is the yearly plan. Now let's move on to create our book cover. Now for our third step, which is to create the book cover, I recommend you to answer at least 3 questions. The first one is the book title. Again, if you don't know, just ask ChatGPT based on the description that you already gave it. The second one is a short summary of what the book is about, and the third one is the author name. So in my case here, this is the answer for these 3 questions here. I need to create a cover for a coloring book that teaches kids between 3 and 6 years old about the animals and household chores. The title of the book is Busy Paul's Happy Homes, and the name of the author is named here. So this is the context, this is the answer for these questions here. Now again, I'm asking, can you please give me some ideas? Create a text prompt no more than 1 paragraph so that I can create a stunning cover for this book. So once I did that, I went to ChatGPT. I copy and paste this in here, and the tool gave me some ideas. So all that I did was I copy and paste from here, and I like to put it back here on my Word document so that I can do some adjustments. And this was my final prompt. Once I did that, then I had what I needed to create the cover. And to create the cover, in this case here, I decided to use MidJourney. Why? Like I said before, there are many different tools that you can use to create images, but in this case, case, because it's a book cover, something that I consider that has to be of the highest possible quality, I do believe that MidJourney is the best option, at least in the moment that this video is being recorded. But again, there are plenty of other great tools. Just to show you, I am in the plan that costs $10 per month, okay, and you can create around 200 images. Once you have your prompt, all that you have to do is just come here, copy the prompt here, and then in here you're gonna choose the settings. Because this is a book cover, I would recommend you to use portrait. In my case, I'm gonna leave either 19 by 16 or 2 by 3. I'm gonna leave 2 by 3. The model, I'm gonna leave standard. This is the version that I'm using now, and all that you need to do is just press enter. Again, I already did this. If I come here to my creations, I'm gonna show you the covers that I created for this book. As you can see, they are pretty good, but there are things here that I did not ask. For example, this one has the title, which is fine, but we also have these things here that I don't like it, I don't want it, and the name of the author is not exactly like how I asked it. So we are gonna be fixing these covers now. So the tool that we are gonna be using to fix our cover images is going to be Canva. So once you log in with your account, you're gonna come here to custom size. Then the first thing you have to have in mind is what is the appropriate size to create a coloring book on Amazon. Once you ask this question to Google, Google says that 8.5 times 11 inches is one of the most popular book sizes on Amazon. So our book is going to be this size here. Let's go back to Canva. Then you're going to come here to custom size. Then you're going to choose the size 8.5 by 11, and then make sure that you select inches here. Click in create new design. You're gonna come into a new tab, and now what you need to do is to upload all the cover images that you downloaded from MidJourney. If you don't know, here in MidJourney, once you create an image, you just click on the image, and then you have here the option to download that image, or if you want an image of better quality, which I do recommend for this purpose, you click here on upscale, and then you are gonna get the highest quality version of this image. Once you do that, you download this image, you go back to Canva, you come here to upload, and then you click here in upload files, and then you choose where that image is. In our case, this is the image. Then I will click on it. Now I'm gonna set image as background. As you can see here, setting the image as background didn't work as I wanted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click with the right click again, detach image from background, and now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna drag and drop it like this. Now I'm gonna do a couple of adjustments here. The first one is I'm gonna click on the image. I'm gonna come here to edit, and then what I wanna do here is erase this subtitle here that I did not ask for, and now it's better for me to do this. Once you do that, just click in erase, and Canva is going to do its magic. So that part has been fixed. The second thing that I don't like about this is the fact that, as you can see, the author name, first of all, is duplicated, but I just don't like the way it looks here. So again, I will erase this author name at the bottom. Now I will pick this text from this image. To do so, you need to come back here, and now you are going to choose grab text. Then Canva will scan your image. Now you're gonna select the text you want to grab and click on grab. Once you did that, you wait a little bit. Canva will select the text for you and grab it. Now I will just add the other name, and as you can see, this cover has been fixed. Another thing here that is not ideal is the fact that, as you can see, the cover is not the same size that I create the book. Cover is a little bit narrow. To fix this, what you can do is click on the image, come back to edit, then you're gonna come here to magic expand, and as you can see here, our cover image will expand to fit the size of the document. I will come here to whole page and click in expand. Now, as you can see, the image is much more natural because Canva expanded to fit the size of the document. You got 4 different versions here to choose from. For me, all of them look awesome. I think I will go with that here. I'll click in done. Just letting you know as well that these features that I showed you now, a couple of them is pro. Okay, everything that has a crown here, you do need to have Canva Pro to use it. Now that you have the cover, your next step is coming here in share, then download. Now to create the book, you're gonna do what we already did. You're gonna come back to Canva, come here in custom size, and you are going to create another document, same dimensions that we did before, 8.5 by 11 and make sure that you select inches. Okay, now that we have all the images uploaded here, all that you need to do is just click on the image and you're gonna see that the image will appear here. What you need to pay attention is, I would recommend you to keep all the image inside this square here. This is to prevent to have issues with EDP and the bleed area of the document. So what I like to do is, I make the image like this and I make sure that the element, which is the image, is inside this square here. So as you can see, the element is inside the square. If you do this, for example, sometimes you're gonna have problems because this is outside the bleed area here. So I do recommend you to keep this inside the area like this. What you can do as well is just add a text. In my case here, I will put it in the middle and then I will just add the name of the animal, and I will add an effect here, this hollow effect. Now I recommend you to add a page as I did here, okay? And then the next animal, you're gonna do exactly the same thing. As you can see, the cat, even though the cat is inside the square, the element is outside. I recommend you to come here and adjust it so that the element is inside the square and you don't have problems once you upload this document to KDP. Again, leave one page blank. This is to prevent people from coloring this dog, for example, and smudging on the cat. So I recommend leave this page blank so that if someone colors the dog here and a bit of ink goes through the page, it goes to this page here and not in the following drawing. Now we're gonna do exactly the same thing to all the images that we generate. Make sure again that the element is inside the area. Do it for all the images. And once you have done it all, we're gonna come here to share, download, make sure that you select PDF standard and then you download. And that's all. We already have the book. The next step is to upload it to Amazon KDP. Let's do it. All right, you have made it to the last step, which is to upload your book to KDP. If this video has been helpful so far, please leave your like and subscribe to the channel for more great content. So now what you need to do is to create a KDP account. If you don't have one, just come here to join KDP. Once you fill out with your information and create your account, you are gonna have a dashboard similar to this. In here, what you need to do is come to create. Now you're gonna specify what you want to create. In our case, is a paperback book. Now you're gonna tell the language, which is English, book title and subtitle. You're gonna say if this book is part of a series. In my case, it's not. There is no edition number, the name of the author, contributors, we don't have. You're gonna put here the description. Again, you can ask ChatGPT to create a description for you if you want, or you can do it yourself. Now we are going to specify the publishing rights. In our case here, in my case, I own the rights and I hold necessary publishing rights. The primary audience, you will specify here if this book has sexually explicit images or no. In our case, it doesn't have. Then we are gonna specify the ages. In my case, I would say that kids between 3 and 6 years would benefit from this book. What is your primary marketplace? You can choose between the American one, the UK, and many more here. I'm gonna leave the American one. Now you're gonna choose the categories for your book. In my case here, I'm gonna go with children books. Then the subcategory is gonna be activities and crafts. Then this is definitely an activity book and it's a coloring book. And because we are talking about animals here, this is a non-fiction book. Save the categories. Now put 7 keywords here that you think will help your book to rank on Amazon. Again, you can use ChatGPT to come up with these words. Now you need to specify here if your book is a low content book or if it is a large print book. In my case, in the case of this book here, I do believe it's a low content book. So low content books are books that there isn't much work on it, okay? So in our case, it's the person who is coloring the book who is doing the main work, right? So I do believe coloring books are low content, okay? Please do your research. In my case here, in this video, I will tell that it's low content. And now all that you need to choose is if the publication date and the release date are the same. In my case, yes. And as you can see here, you don't have the option to schedule this book release. So the book will be released 72 hours after you publish it. Now that you have all of this here answered, all that you need to do is click and save and continue. So in our next step, you can choose here between publish without an ISBN or add your own. So we have this option here to publish without an ISBN. That's because we said that our book is a low content book. So this can be done, okay? If our book wasn't a low content book, in this case, we could create a ISBN, which is a number that helps to identify books using the Amazon KDP platform, or you can buy one and add your own here. In my case here, I'm gonna leave as published without an ISBN. This is the quality of the paper that I want. As you can see here, you have black and white interior with cream paper, black and white with white paper, standard colors with white paper, and premium colors with white paper. Our case, I think that black and white, because all that we have is the outline of the drawings with white paper. The paper needs to be white, so I'm gonna leave here black and white with white paper. This size here we need to change because our book size is 8.5 by 11. This is where I told you to be careful when you are adjusting your images in Canva to make sure that it fits that rectangle, because in our case here, choose bleed if you have images or illustration extending to the page's edge in your manuscript. In our case, we don't have it, so I select no bleed. And this is the type of finish that I want, because this is a kid's book with drawings. I would go with glossy. I think it adds a bit of charm to the book. Now, all that you need to do is just upload the manuscript. Let's do it right now. Once you upload the manuscript, you wait a little bit and Amazon will tell you here that the manuscript was successfully uploaded, okay? Now let's come here to our cover. Oh, as you can see here, the mess. Let's go to our cover here. As we have only the front image of the cover, we are gonna come here to use cover create to make your book cover. We're gonna click on launch cover creator, and now we are gonna upload the image, okay? In my case here, I'm gonna upload from my computer. Once you upload your cover, you're gonna have a couple of different designs to choose from. If you want more, you just click on here. In my case, I'm pretty happy with this design. I'm gonna click choose this design. And now everything that you see here that has this warning sign is just for you to have a look and improve. So as you can see here, these are all fake text. You will change it. If you want, you can add an image. So I'm gonna do this now. So as you can see, I added a text to the back of the book, a blurb, okay? A text about the author and my image itself. And there is still two warnings here about this author name is too small or too long to display on the spine of the book. As you can see here, the author name or the title of the book should be here, and the author name should be here. For some reason, when I click on it, I can see the author name, but without clicking on it, I cannot. I don't know what is going on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to publish without it. If I'm not allowed, then I'll come back and fix it. Once this is done, you click here in preview. Nice. I'm very happy with this design. Now I'm gonna just click here and save and submit. Now we need to specify how much AI we use in our book. In this case, did you use AI in creating text, images, and or translations? Yes. Then in images, we can say that we create many AI generate images with minimal or no editing. And the tool was coloringbook.ai, and there was no translation, none. Now you need to click here in launch book preview, because Amazon is going to check to see if there is any errors with your book, and if there is errors, you need to fix before you approve it. Now, as you can see here, the quality check says that there is no errors here. If there was errors, there would be a message, and then the arrow would point to the page that you need to go and fix. In our case here, if you can click approve, it means your book is good to go. All that you need to do, if you want, you come here and have a look to see how the book will look like, okay? But once it's done, you click here on approve, and now you're gonna see exactly how much it will cost to print the book. As you can see here, our book will cost $2.84 to be printed in the American market. The other markets, the costs vary, and these are a summary of the information about the book. It will have 99 pages, the size, no bleeding. Once you are happy, just click here and save and continue. Now this is the very final step. You need to tell where do you have rights to sell this book. In my case, I can sell it worldwide rights, okay? all territories. There is a message here that from the 10th of June onwards, you need to abide by certain price ranges in order to receive this 60% royalty here. Okay, as you can see, if you sell a book for less than $9.99, you will receive 50% of royalties as opposed to 60%. If you want to understand more about this, just come here and learn more, and then you're gonna see exactly what is the price, the minimum price that you need to sell your book for to receive 60% of royalties. So I recommend you have a look at this price here, and if you think your book is worth it, make sure that you are selling then for this price, okay? At least this price, because of course you want to make 60% royalty. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be setting the prices here for each marketplace. All right, now that I have set all the prices to receive 60% of royalties, you can see here that, for example, for each book that I sell on the American market, I will make 60% of royalties, which is going to be equal to $3.15. Why? Because we have the cost of $2.84, but we cannot forget that Amazon also takes a cut of 40%. So once you did all of this, all that you need to do is just click in publish your paperback book, and then you wait up to 72 hours to receive a response from Amazon. Usually you're gonna get an email saying that your book has been published or that you need to fix something. And that's all for this video. If it was helpful to you, I would like to ask you, please leave a like, comment. That really helps the channel. And if you'd like to learn how to do exactly the same thing, create high quality coloring books but using only free tools, subscribe to the channel because I will be making a video on how to do that very soon. Thanks again for watching. See ya next time. Take care.